2009 Scion TC. The issue with it is the sunroof does not close. This is the last where it stops. It doesn't close all the way. I looked, did a visual inspection from outside to the guides, or at least what I can see from them, and I didn't see anything. I'll show you guys. So when you open, it hesitates and then stops, and then you press it again. But when you close it, look, this is where it stops. I don't have my camera stand with me, so I'm gonna, start recording and go back to it step by step. Be patient with me. And again, it looked like it happened before. Somebody changed the motor probably. I'm not sure, but it might be a common issue with this panoramic sunroof. All right, let's get to it. Next step would be remove this part. Since I didn't find anything on the guides, so I thought of removing the header liner, especially from this part, to see if there is anything right here at the motor, if there is anything that making the sunroof stop, and if it is a part that we can replace, or do we have to change the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these two screws from the sun visors, and probably I think there's some other screws right here on those handles, and then after that we will be able to drop it and see behind it. And to get you guys caught up with what I did 100%, all I had to do is use a prying tool to pry this out. See, this is being held by these three white clips, 1, 2, and one more here. I think it's stuck here. Yes, it is here. And these side black clips. So that's step one. Just want to show you guys also the cover for these is popped from right here, from behind, like that, and then you pull it like this. Okay, these pieces were here, just twist and pull, and this piece, the side right here, is being held by one clip, and this right here, which goes here, so it takes some force to pull it out. And then I move this weather strip out of the way. Now I'm able to drop the whole thing. See it? I'm gonna do the other side, and then be honest with you, I can take the whole thing. The only thing that left is that right there, and that, and the light. Move the light. But let me see what kind of access I get. I'm thinking of, once I drop this, I'll be able to see the whole thing from here, so I don't have to drop the whole thing. Okay, so here's a demonstration to what's inside. Unfortunately, I don't see anything. Nothing broke or nothing is jammed. Nothing is preventing the sunroof from closing, except what I would think of what's right here and this. Okay, so this is the chain, or whatever you want to call it, the belt that moves the sunroof. And this, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it goes through right here. Where are you guys at? Right here. Okay, why it's not here? It goes through here. This is the motor. This is what moves it. So I think it might be off track, I would say off not setup, of adjustment. So let's try to take that motor. We got to this point, might as well. We always say might as well. We got to this point. Let's see if we can take or disconnect the motor from them guides, close the sunroof manually with hand, and you know, put the motor back. So we're trying to skip some teeth until this closes. Let's see what's up with this idea. So all it took is two 10mm bolts and one 10mm nut to hold this bracket, and the bracket holds the motor. So this is what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can now close the motor manually and then put the motor back. What, the sunroof was probably off timing. Alright, that's what's gonna be the title of the video. Off timing sunroof. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if that's gonna work. From inside I was easily able to push it with my hand. I made sure to pull from this side, from both sides actually, make sure to close it. It's not 100% closed to me, but I think this is the closing point. And this end, the back end, is not going down. I try to push on it. I don't want to break the glass, but if there's anything that holds it, I would rather actually close the front and the back and then put the motor back. Let me see if I can put something here, like a screwdriver or something to push this. I don't know if you guys see it, this arm. It's a sunny day here in Philadelphia. Push this arm and make it close. Now, moment of truth. I put the motor back. This one closed. Now, a lot of recommendation. Be careful when you try it. You don't want to break the glass from pressure. So, tick by tick. Okay, now it opens. Closing. Now, open. It opens automatically also. Just gonna stop here. Alright, let's see if it closes. Will it close all the way down? No. It felt. I think the sunroof is designed to know if there is any obstacle. To protect itself, it will go back to open command. See, now I'm closing. Watch this. Stopped here. I think that's a feature in it. Stop at half, and then if you want it all the way shut, you'll have to press it one more time. Look. Boom. It went back by itself. I felt the obstacle. I felt the resistance. Although I closed it with my hand with no problem. I wish I had my stand with me so I show you guys how easy it is to push it with a hand. Okay, let's try it step by step like this. I'll stop here, and then from here. Okay, so it stopped exactly the same spot where it stopped before, but now it's getting a command to open because there is an obstacle. This was designed as a protection. Like, let's say there's a human being standing and then you try to close the sunroof on them. Once it hits it, it goes back. What's next? I don't think it's something from the back. I don't think there's anything in the back actually. Only the sunroof is being held by this chain that we saw. But now, close please, open. That's not closing. What's stopping you here? Open? How about open? Oh, open is not opening because I pushed it a little bit with my hand, so now it's stuck. It's kind of stuck. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Sorry guys. Well, I killed the battery from using it without running the car, but now it's still, I put the jump box, I run it, now the car is running as you hear, but this one is not moving. The sunroof is not moving at all. And I don't hear any clicking from the motor. Is it the motor? Is it possible that, oh, look, it closed all of a sudden. It closed a little bit. Okay, let me bang on the motor. See, now it's closing. It closed. Yeah, but I didn't lock this. Let me see. Okay. It's locked. Or at least I think so. Is it supposed to be this? Having this gap? Yeah, I think so. But anyways, we found the problem. Now, is it a harness or is it the motor? I think it's the motor. Open. Closes. Uh-huh. Alright, let's do it again. Okay. See it? Okay. I think we fixed it. Except I'm gonna go to the junkyard and get one of these. We have one in the yard, so let me go grab it quickly. And you know, I'll get you guys back with me when I finish everything. You guys to watch this. I know we've seen this before. Now at this point, look, right here, right here. You see it? Okay, I think it's either one of the teeth for the belt is busted, or the motor. One of the, I don't think it's the motor. Now I have doubts. I don't think it's the motor teeth because it would do it in more than a spot, but since it's doing it in one spot only, now I think it's the chain, and it has 2 chains, by the way, one for each side. So this is what I would do. I'm gonna stop it where it does it, and then take the motor off. See, look, right here. I did it right here. Okay, let's do it manually. Right here. Look. Now it's hard, but if I push, it will get past it. Let me take the motor and see what we have. By the way, the motor is hot. It's really hot. I'm surprised how hot it is. See, the teeth here are okay. Nothing broken in them. But this this right here is also good. I expected to, you know, find one of them who's broken, but now let me push it a little bit with my hand. There we go. Do you guys see anything? I don't see anything. All of them are good. Okay, let me push it in a little bit more. See, I'm doing it with one hand. Nothing. Nothing. Push it back. Nothing. Alright guys, I'm gonna need 2 hands. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna inspect the whole build, both sides. I'm gonna move the sunroof, move it manually with my hand, and then keep watching these teeth. Hopefully I find something broken. If not, I'm just gonna, you know, call it the motor. The motor is hot. It's really hot. By the way, we can test the motor right here. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with the motor. It's moving smooth. But this last click I didn't like. Okay, so let's assume this is opening all the way. Now we closing is gonna stop in the middle, which is a feature. Alright. That's not the middle. I don't know. I just don't like it. Ooh, and it's getting hot. There's no resistance right now. There is no belt. It's not pulling nothing. So it's getting really hot. I think it's the motor. I'm just gonna call it motor. Alright. Let me play around a little bit here, and if I find anything with the belt, I'll get you guys caught up with it. I'm using the front facing camera. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the front belt. Inspect it. Now it's all the way open. It goes in. Yeah. I'm closing it slowly and watching them teeth. Okay. Oh. Is it this one? Yeah. I think I know what's the problem. Okay. Now I'm gonna check the other side. No, the belt is fine. Let me get you guys to the front. The problem happens right here in this location. This is when this mirror comes and push these arms down to close this side of the sunroof. So I think the motor, you know, given the fact that it's, you know, it's heating without any load on it, I think the motor is getting weak and it's not able to push these two arms down as it's supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna go with this theory and go get a motor from the junkyard. We are here at Philly Auto Salvage and Parts at the junkyard. Un momento, papi. And remember, we were wondering if this gap is normal or not. Well, it looked like it is normal. This sunroof is shut, and we're going to take the motor from here. Again, two screws and then one nut, all 10mm. So we got the new motor from the junkyard, and we're going to replace it with the old one. I just want to feel it, see if, yeah, I definitely feel the heat. Okay, let's replace it. So this is the new motor, the new used motor from the junkyard, and I noticed two things different. First, the old one, when you press the button, it will take a command right away. This one will take 1 second, pause, and then start moving. Watch this. See it? I'm gonna do it here. Look. The second thing that I noticed is this one doesn't stop by itself. It just keeps moving. So I don't know if the cutoff switch is inside the motor as the other one behaving, or is it something has to do with the, like a switch, a kill switch that is within the mechanism of this sunroof, which I doubt it because I don't see any other wiring. But let's put the motor and see how is it operating. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, it locked it. See, open. It's opening. Smooth. Stopped. It didn't stop by itself. I mean, it stopped because it hit something, I think. But anyway, let's try close. It's closing it. And did you see the hesitation when it got to this point? It's not warm. It's not warm. Open. Close. Oh, now it's doing it. Oh, it's doing the same thing. Okay. Again, this it's not warm. Let's try it from here. No. Do I need to clean these or grease them? Probably. Are they dry? And they're in, it's not flexible enough for the sunroof to push it down. Let's try it one more time. See, if I go one click, it won't do it. Look, let's see it. Let me see if this is the cause. I'm gonna push this with my hand and see if that closes. Yep, that's the cause. Yeah, it's not hot. It's definitely different. And the gap, everything is set. Also, what we are doing here is taking this part off. You take it off by removing one and one over there and two over here at this hinge, on two over there at that other hinge. What's the size? Let me see what's the size. It is T20. T20. Now after you remove that, by the way, it does have to do something to do with this part, the rear part not closing completely. I'll show you. Look. See now? So let's go over there. And what I discovered, this I don't know, what do you call it, spring that push it up, actually from dirt here it becomes really hard to operate. See that? This part. Let's see. Yep, this part right here. You see how dry it is? So I think if we, this one too, there you go, and this one here, if we grease it, this one actually better than the other one, see it? But still stuck. See it? It gets stuck. It's not as smooth as it should be. No, I'm not pushing down, I'm just pushing it this way. But this one is really hard. You see it? So let's find out if we have grease or oil to clean them. First clean them, then grease them and oil them and put them back. Let me show you guys what I did. This portion, only this from here to here, I squeezed it in. In the other portion, I actually spread it out. The reason why this part, you see how it is wider than this? So for this part, I felt that it was pushing on this little, whatever you call it, little thing. So there is resistance here going on, and when this goes here, I felt these walls were pushing against it. So right now, when I push it this way, you guys will understand what I mean. This part with this to the outside, using this, I use this like that, and I used regular pliers to push these in. Well, I tried to grease these, but unfortunately I don't have a solid grease. I'm gonna have to get something, but meanwhile everything back in where it's better, less resistance than before. Let's try it, see if this piece will push it. Moment of truth. It did, but 2 stages. I don't want 2 stages, I want 1 stage, 1 push. Let's try it. It's gonna stop here. You guys in? Here we go. You see how it is? So we had 2 issues. We had an overheating a motor, and we had that gas stock, and we had to replace that, and then we had to grease this piece. I am going to get solid grease to put on these 2 hinges, but meanwhile, thank you guys very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button, the little bell, for more videos. Thank you so much.